Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have our first look at the brand new Winx Club Season 9 Reboot. Yes, we have our first look at Stella, Flora, and Bloom in their new basic transformation for Season 9 coming out this year. It was supposed to come out last year, apparently, but never happened, so we'll get into that details later, but we have this look at these three characters thanks to this packaging stand in a store. The pictures are by at Winx Rosso on Instagram, and it's obviously in Italy. It's like everything. Kinder Surprise are like a big thing in Italy. It's like obviously by Ferrero, which is I think an Italian brand. I'm not sure, but it's very big. Kinder chocolate eggs are super big, especially here in Europe, in Italy. So no wonder that they would be selling these huge Easter eggs, Kinder chocolate Easter eggs in store. And each time they have like one series for girls and boys, and the one for girls this time around is Winx Club, and so that's how come we have new pictures of the characters and also of the figurines. So let's take a closer look. So starting off with Bloom, of course, she still looks like Bloom, so the characters still look like themselves. It's just they are, I guess it's like a mild reboot. It's like a very mild reboot because everything looks kind of the same, like the design as well. It's just they're starting from scratch, starting with the basics. So this is the basic transformation for Bloom. The outfit is really like straight to the point. It's like some shorts, cute little, asymmetrical top, some gloves, fairy wings, not too big, and those really over the knee boots. So very like color coded and like not busy at all. So that's why also kind of like gives me the feel of like basics. This is the basic transformation, and she has a little pouch, pink. It's really cute. I think it's really cute. The tiara hairstyle is totally Bloom. I think they did. I mean, yeah, and also all these images are rendered in like 3D animation style. It's not 2D, so that also makes me wonder like, is the new season gonna be in 3D or 2D animation style? We really don't know. But Bloom looks really great. She looks the same. Honestly, she looks like Bloom. Like, so I'm really happy that she doesn't look really different. And this outfit really does resemble her original, what was it called? I'm a little dusty on my Winx lore, but what was it called? Like the first transformation from the OG season 1. It looks very similar to that first basic transformation, Charmix. I think it was called Charmix. But yeah, it's really simple, very I like it. It's very cute. Next up we have Stella, and she also kind of keeps the same vibe of the original Charmix look, even with the bangs. Like they even kept like the same old kind of like short bangs for her from the first season. Like it's so iconic. And she has the same like little tiara, her wings. All the wings are different for each character as always. And then the outfit also very much resembles the first Charmix outfit that she had, with the skirt, the top. The gloves are a little shorter, and her boots are actually the shortest boots, which is ironic because, in the first season, I believe her boots were they the longest? I'm actually not sure anymore. I thought they were like really high, but I'm not sure anymore. So actually it might be like very accurate. I have no clue. But I think this time around Bloom has like the highest boots. So that's something that's definitely changed, because I remember Bloom had shorter boots. And I think it was Musa or Aisha who had taller boots. So yeah, anyways, boots doesn't really matter, does it? It looks really nice. I think also she has a pouch. Really simple honestly, but it's Stella, like undeniably. I think the hairstyle is really cute. And lastly we have best girl Flora, and she's probably my fave, not just because she's pink, but just because I feel like she just looks the most different, but also just the most interesting. Her outfit, the layers, the skirt, I just feel like she has the most going on, like design wise speaking. The little gem in the middle, which they all have a little gem, which is really cute. Little pouch in green, the long gloves, and her boots are also a little higher, which I love. Yeah, so like very similar again to the original Charmix style, but here it's just a little bit also more modernized. Like I do think the original fairy, I don't know how to call these, but like the original Charmix looks for the girls were way more unique. I will say that they were more unique for each character specific, and this time around it does seem that they're all gonna keep kind of like a similar theme of like shorts, a skirt, and everything is very color monochromatic. So it does seem to be, you know, kind of more like all, like to me from Charmix, like the first time around from season 1, to me each character significantly looks different, and it looks like they each it's almost like if they each went to a different store to get their fairy outfits, you know what I mean? And for this season it looks like they all went shopping in the same store, so it kind of looks different, you know what I mean? So it's just a little bit more uniform, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It looks more uniform even if it's changed, but that's why I do have to say Flora is my favorite, because her outfit does look a little more, you know, distinct with the skirt, the layering, the pouch, the gloves, and I love her little braids as well, and the fairy wings are so cute. So she's just my favorite. We have some more looks at the characters in these little papers that come with the figurines. Yeah, just looks really nice, and it's giving me a lot of nostalgia because I do collect, I have almost all of the Winx Club Kinder Surprise figures, including the maxi ones, which are super rare and hard to find. I would love to make a video about it, but only if you actually want to see that. Here we have some better renders of the figurines in 3D, and I do think the Bloom figurine has a different top, like it's off the shoulder on the top, on the figure it's off the shoulder, and on the actual artwork it's like asymmetrical, so that's a little bit changed, but like really it's pretty accurate to the actual artwork, the figures overall. Then let's get to the in real life pictures of the figurines. This is Stella up first. She looks great. Again, very simple, and these are just figures, these are not actual fashion dolls, and will they make fashion dolls? I hope they will make fashion dolls, and I hope they will look good, because the world of Winx Club fashion dolls is a very vast one and big one, because there's so many different dolls made by different companies at different times, knockoffs, you name it. Winx Club has had it all. They've had dolls made by Jakks Pacific, Mattel, Hasbro. It's a mess. Figurines, it's a mess. So I hope that with this mild reboot for season 9, that they're gonna give the license of the dolls for one toy company, and that's it, and they're gonna keep with that toy company specifically and just keep with it, and not change it so often anymore, because it is very hard to keep track. Let's hope the dolls look okay, and I think the figurine, and honestly, I would love to get these figures. They look so cute, and if they do show up here, I will probably try to get them because I know it's just figures, but I'm obsessed. Again, I collect Kinder Surprise figures, so and these are bigger, so they look so nice, and I already have the maxi ones from earlier releases, so I have to get these. They're super cute. Next up we have a Bloom. I like the tiara on all of them. It looks really nice. The hair is molded very nicely as well. The wings, translucent, sparkly finish, loves it. The gloves and the pouch and the little gem are painted details, loves it. And the finish on actually the blue portions of her outfit and the boots, I believe is sparkly, a little bit mildly sparkly, which I love. It's like a pearlescent finish, and the sides are cut out. I actually didn't notice that on the artwork, so maybe that's just for the figurine here, but it looks really nice. And the boots and the stand is actually the aches of the Winx Club logo, so that's really neat as well. I don't know, yeah, I think the figure is done very nicely, and I like that the stand doesn't really the figure, you can take off the stand and you can play with the figure. You don't have to because in the earlier releases their feet will be molded on their tippy toes, and it will be kind of constraining the figure, and it would just look kind of weird. So I'm glad here that the figure actually looks fine, and the feet are also fine, and it's a separate piece from the stand, and you just plop it on. That's really nice, because it means that it looks great on the stand and off the stand. Lastly, again, I saved the best for last. We have Flora. Look at her little pink, like rose pink outfit. It's so beautiful. Like, I know it's a figure. It's not a fashion doll, and like I think most people will not understand why I'm like excited about these figures, but I love them. They're so like gorgeous, and I know it's simplistic. There's barely any details, but again, it's just kind of like my world I grew up in. I love these figures. They're so neat, and the pouch and the molded details, like it really just shines through. And the wings are like green, like have a greenish tint. The little tiara, her hair, the boots. I like her the most. I think she's like really, really sweet looking. And the best part for me is that the face-ups look accurate. The face-ups look great for the most part. I mean, Bloom has a little bit of a misprinted lip, but that's not really the face-ups fault. It's more like just the printing job in the factory. So I think overall the face-ups, they look like the characters, which I cannot say of every past Kinder Surprise Maxi figure. It's rough. If you search on Google, you're gonna see what I mean. It's rough. In the world of Winx Club face-ups, it's rough. Now let's get into the details of this new reboot. So what is going on? Is it a reboot, a mild reboot? Was it supposed to come out last year? Is it coming out this year? When is it dropping? What is happening? Well, yes, there was an exhibit apparently in 2021 or 2022 where Rainbow, the company who owns Winx Club license, they introduced the new designs. It was in Venice, I believe. This is all information taken from youloveit.com, by the way, if you want to search it up yourself. It hasn't been updated though in a while, so maybe it's like no longer accurate, so I'm not sure. But we can obviously see here pictures of the exhibit, of artwork of the girls in poses, and like there's even a picture of Tekna, Musa, and Aisha, Layla. So they're obviously going to be in this new, quote, mild reboot as well. So I'm really glad that they're included here, or I think they are. I think they are. It's a little bit weird that they're not included in the Maxi figures lineup, although it's not really too weird because usually they do always constrain the Maxi Kinder Surprise lineup with just 3 figures, and Flora, Stella, and Bloom are obviously and have always been like the holy trinity of Winx Club characters. I mean, unfortunately, but so it kind of makes sense. I get that, but I do hope that Tekna, Musa, and Aisha / Layla are still included here for this season 9, again, mild reboot, because we need them. Winx Club is not complete without those 3 characters. Winx Club is not a club without everyone included. So they have to be included. And again, from the first picture, very blurry, not good quality. It looks like they all look like themselves. So I'm really happy that they all kind of kept their personalities alive and intact. And it's just more about a question, when will it drop? So that's really just the main question here. Like, when is this going to happen? When are we going to get new episodes? Apparently there was going to be like, it apparently was going to drop last year, the episodes, it didn't. So is it going to drop this year? I don't know. It's I guess bound to happen sooner or later. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, and will the season be in 2D or 3D? They've done both in previous seasons and movies even, so they've done both styles. They could do either one. It would be fine. I think obviously because of the images we've seen, they will probably go with 3D, or maybe they will be like in 3D for like the special to introduce season 9, and then the actual like episodes will be in 2D. Let's see. I don't know. But overall, I gotta say, I'm very excited. I can't wait to see what actually happens, what ends up happening, because I'm still like, I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know what's happening. When it's coming, I don't know. I literally don't know. All we have right now is just these new images of the Kinder Surprise figures, and that's like just kind of what spurred me into this rabbit hole of like what is happening, like with season 9. It's so weird because it's not really a reboot. The characters, everything looks really basically the same. It's just the outfits are different now, and I guess they're just starting from like basic basics, you know, so it's a mild reboot. I don't know, it's weird. Let's see what happens. I can't wait. Overall, again, I'm excited. I'm happy with everything that I've seen so far, and yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, let me know what you think of all of this down below, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the loyalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.